Preparation for Game 1 looks different all across the country. Every coach has a way of preparing the team for its very first game.
Hey, it's really Tuesday. Some of y'all say it's Sunday. No, it's Tuesday.
So after our second scrimmage, which was a Thursday 2 weeks before Game 1, was really where we got into what we consider mock game week, where we start to work the mechanics of what a game week looks like. Friday was really a Sunday in our world because Thursdays were our Saturdays for a couple weeks, getting ready for a Thursday game. And so for 2 weeks, Friday was Sunday, Saturday was Monday, Sunday was Tuesday, Monday was Wednesday, so forth and so on, all the way to where Thursday was Saturday in our world, which got to be a little confusing.
Hey, today is a what day? Tuesday. Yeah, what day of the week though? Tuesday. It's not Sunday.
But you have to get on that routine and that calendar to understand how you get ready for the game with the week's work that you have.
Big rev right here, let's go. Bring your hand.
What's a great day today? Football, but you got love.
I think it just allows everybody to be more confident once they get to game week. Excitement is high, nerves are high, some people maybe anxiety is high. And so it puts a little bit of, hey, what does a game week of practice look like? It puts some of that to rest. And so the guys understand, hey, this is the battle rhythm for a Monday practice. This is the battle rhythm for a Tuesday practice. This is the battle rhythm for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then Saturday, what do we do to go play the game? And so I think just that confidence in knowing how to prepare, what you're preparing for in that day or in that moment allows you, when you actually get to the real game week, to feel a lot more comfortable about what you're doing and why you're doing it.
Competition is in every athlete's DNA. It's what drives us to get to the top of the stairs first, to have the best day in the weight room, to win by any means necessary.
Every night we pick a different activity. It may be a math contest, it may be a knockout in the Hertz playing basketball. One night we did, a spoon race where you put a spoon in your mouth and a ping pong ball in the spoon and you have to go down and back. And there's a winner and a loser every night. We did the shadow boxing deal that our kids understand, and that confuses the heck out of me how you score it. But it's just always compete, always want to win, and it also lightens the mood, and our guys have fun, and to hear them cheer their teammates on or maybe occasionally boo their teammates makes it fun, and it creates a competitive environment and a fun environment at the same time. We talk about love being an action, not a feeling. Love always demands a sacrifice, and a call to love someone is a call to know them. Well, I want our guys to know each other. I want them to spend time around each other, whether it's at Fulton Alley or Dave and Buster's or doing a nighttime activity here during training camp at the end of the day, doing a competition by position group. I want them to get to know each other on a deeper level than just in between the white lines. And I'm a firm believer that if you know who you're fighting for or who you're fighting with, it doesn't matter what you're fighting against or what you're going up against. For me, it's so much about building the team and building the camaraderie and building the brotherhood and connectivity to where our guys will go out and play for each other, fight for each other, and lay it on the line for each other.
A one, a two, a hell of a hallelujah, a hell of a hallelujah.
If you are fully invested into who's around you and who you're doing it with, you can take on anything.
That same drive to win is what drives us to get better, to put in the work, the sacrifice. And that drive is what the Tulane receiver room embodies.
Coach Carter, every day he tell us, we here for a reason, and it's just a general thing. We all D1 scholarship players. We came from different situations, but we all here for a reason, and we all have the ability to be great.
Him just coming in and just pouring into us, giving us his knowledge that he know, I feel like that's really been a big help to us along the way.
He gonna make sure you know he love you so he could coach you hard, and that just give you more confident players confidence, and just knowing okay, this guy really does care about me, and he does care about me potentially getting better every day.
that's been the underlying principle that I've taken from some of the better ones that I've been around. A player won't care about what you know until they know that you care. And my first order of business when I did become receiver coach was to be intent about making sure it's not only football. It's not only, when you see me, it's not just gonna be us talking about X's and O's and what you could have did wrong, how you didn't block the MDM on this play, how you should have broke this route off at 12 instead of 16. It has to be more than that.
Because bonding with your players, that's gonna make us want to play for them more. Like, just really bonding, I think really feel like you gotta have that trust. Because that bonding will build a lot of trust in the coaches and what he's trying to do to make you a better player. So I feel like the bonding is way more important than football.
So it's like my brother make a play out there. It don't matter which one it is. I know if he make the play first, I want to make the next one, or somebody else gonna want to make the next one. It's just energy we feed off each other from every day, just competing and just knowing we got the ability to do it. It's just who gonna do it first.
Yeah, so Dante was at Louisiana Lafayette in 22, and I was head coach at Troy in 22, and we played them down in Lafayette. And so I'd seen Dante, coach against Dante, knew a little bit about him. And then when I got here, really didn't know as much about the role he had had in the 23 team here. But really, since January, since this really became our program and our team here, seeing him put the work in and be so consistent with his work ethic and his habits.
He's embracing that role. Like, he wants to be the guy. It seems like being that guy on the back burner last season fueled him to, like I said, he was that 170-pound kid. This kid's 180 now. Like, he just was intent about getting his speed up, getting his conditioning up, getting his muscle mass up, and I think it was all fueled by just that feeling of, I'm not gonna be overlooked this year. I'm gonna take this room over. I'm gonna be a focal point of this offense, and there's nothing anybody can do about it.
He's worked so hard, and you wanna see a guy that works that hard have success because it matters to him, and he's given so much of himself to help improve his craft.
During the summertime, I felt like some things needed to change. Like, I felt like my play style needed to get a little better, so I took the weight room more serious, and the nutritionist part, just eating and just really gaining weight. Like, I gained like 14 pounds over the summer. So I felt like just doing those things, those little things, would make my game 10 times better.
He was on a mission, and I respect his mission because a lot of people doubted him in the past season. And it's like, how would a man respond after you got a lot of doubters? And then it translated off the field as much as it did on the field. So I just feel like the more work he put in and the more he believed in himself and we believed in him, it just played a big part.
It clicked for him, like that, how hard you work off the field and on the field, all is like one total package. Dante is by far the funniest teammate I've ever had, and hands down will probably be. That dude is hilarious. He's a great teammate to have, and like I know, like if I was to walk down a dark alley, I'll bring Dante with me, for sure.
Here's the message all week. Here's the message. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. I'm not worried about Thursday night at 7 o'clock right now. I am not. I'm worried about, we leave this meeting, go have a great position meeting. We leave the position meeting, let's grab the best flex we've had all year. We go to flex, we go to special teams period 1, let's have the best punt period we've had all in training camp. Because training camp's over because the game is about to get real. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. Be where your feet are. Family all to go to position meetings. 1, 2. Families.
All the preparation, all the sacrifice, it all leads to this, the first of 12 opportunities to show who we are.
Family on 2. 1, 2.
It become game week. The first day on game week on Saturday, And Saturday, I was going crazy because I was so hyped up for this game. I couldn't wait. I want to play now. So every day I've been bursting my tail in practice, and me and my teammate hold each other accountable to be ready for the game.
Yeah, once I come inside the building and get out of my blazer, sport coat, tie, whatever I'm wearing, and start to put on my game day gear, it's definitely, that's a moment of transition where it's like, it's go time. Like all the prep's been done, it's go time. It's time to lock in. It's time to be focused on what's right in front of you every minute of the game so that you can help put our team in the best situation to be successful.
We have put so much effort work in to get to this point. Let the world freaking see it tonight. You hear me? Let the world see the work you put in. Lock that gate! Lock that gate! It's over with. Play to our standard all night. I don't care what the scoreboard says. Play to our standard. Every play for 4 quarters. Yes, sir. B, where your feet are. B, where your feet are. My God, I like where my feet are tonight.
Football is a total team game. It takes all 11 players on the field, but mistakes are unavoidable. When mistakes happen, you just have to trust your teammates will be there to pick you up.
And he will get the carry. Dixon bouncing right side, loses the football, bouncing around, pile up for it, and Tulane says they have it, and they do.
That was a fantastic play that Cam Hamilton made. You know, really, we had 2 other players on the edge of our defense not play the play really well with great detail and leverage on the football. Cam was playing the interior line, but kind of moving inside, becoming a 3 technique from a 4, and kind of got out of a block, popped back outside to get back on top of the ball carrier, and then get the ball out, which was a game-changing play. I mean, for Cam to make that play when they were, inside our 30-yard line and moving the ball, really to stop a drive early in the game and sort of flip the momentum.
I had a feeling that nobody outside of me before. Then I had to go back to the other gap and run through the ball, run through the running back. To be honest, I didn't know I had a fumble. You know what I mean? I just know I just tackled him. That I know though. Then when I found out I don't know I had a fumble till I come in the thigh line. Sam Howard did come to me. He said, "Good job, Clem. You doing all that." And I thought he had a fumble. I thought he caught the fumble the whole time.
Cam's a special kid. He's got great ability, and he's such a unique kid and fun to be around. And he can be as good as he wants to be. The sky's the limit. He is ridiculously talented, and I look forward to watching him continue to grow this year.
Getting the ball back brings us to a moment of truth, the moment that fans have been waiting for all off season, the answer to who will lead the wave on offense. But to truly understand this moment, we must return to where it all began.
Yeah, all their life, they came out as, being twins, they came out kind of competitive. So those 2 competed all their life. His sister was actually taller than him for a really long time and faster than him for a really long time. They both were playing soccer when they were really little, and he was really good at that. They're both really good athletes, playing soccer at 5 years old. And then Darian started watching college football on YouTube when he was like 5. And so by the time he was 6, we were out front practicing plays, and he was, knew all the things that most 6-year-olds did not know.
Really, I used to watch a bunch of videos on YouTube, and I was like, I want to do that. So the videos I would watch is like West Virginia, Tavon Austin, and Stedman Bailey videos I used to watch a lot of. And I was like, I want to be like them when I grow up. So my mom put me in football, and I was like, I'm like 6 years old, 7, and it's been history ever since.
So he was this little tiny thing, and I think he started out first as a receiver because he was so small. So eventually, flag football, he figured out how good he was at quarterback. And I went to college and got master's and had a lot of student debt. And being a single mom, I was like, you guys got to get full ride scholarships if you want to go to college.
The hardest thing I had to do was just moving over here. I didn't have a lot of family out here. I'm far away from home. My mama's boy. So that was really the hardest thing is, kind of being alone. But this is my family now, so I'm grateful to have moved this far.
So it was always our goal. It was always on their mind from a very young age that they were going to play D1 athletics. So Gracie playing soccer, Darian with football. And everything we did, just had that in mind, the way we ate, the way, I would be on them about sleep and being on their phones late. It just all it all had, tied into, how we lived, because that was our main goal. We knew that this was the road to get there. So it was like, you just have to stick it out and, show up with that intention of eventually starting and, being a leader and showing what you can do.
I just think he's the mindset of, I'm going to keep showing up every day. I'm going to bring it every day. He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. You can feel that. And maybe that comes from not being the most highly sought after recruit guy. But he attacks everything with enthusiasm. He has positive energy every day. And I think he just exudes confidence and belief in himself. And he really fights for what he believes in. And you can feel that by how he carries himself.
You could feel his confidence when he first got here. Even if he didn't quite know what he was doing, since it was a new offense last year, as a freshman, you always felt like he was going to make a play. So very confident. Like, that's the word I always think about when I see him. Like, he's very confident. He carries himself in a good way.
During the camp, he was so busy. We have a time difference. I'm busy working. So we didn't have a lot of time to talk, but I also just let him have his space, because I didn't want to be like, what did the coach say? I didn't want to ask him 100 questions to stress him out. I just kept it real, just keep on showing up. You got this, just encouraging. So honestly, I didn't even know he was starting until I said, so do you, because I could tell in his voice that he wanted me to come. I wasn't going to come because I didn't have the money, but I was like, and then I could hear in his voice that he wanted me to come. So I was like, okay, I'm going to come. And then a couple days later, I said, do you think you're going to play? Do you think you're going to get any touches? And he's like, Mom, I've been practicing with the ones. I was like, what? I freaked out. I started crying. So I was like, I didn't even know he was going to.
I just kept working every day, and come close to the game time, I was like, Mom, I just asked her, are you going to come to the game? And I don't know what it was. I feel like it might just be mother's intuition, but I don't know. Sometimes I talk kind of cocky, I guess. And I was like, I'm finna start. Are you gonna be there? And she's like, what? And she's like, what? You're starting? And then she just starts going off. She's happy.
For me and my daughter, we were just so excited, and so excited, and a little bit nervous for him, right?
It's just football, so trying to go out there, have fun. Really, when I hear the word game day, I'm just ready to go, you know what I'm saying? I really love competing.
Two receivers split out wide right, four-man rush picked up. Mensah steps up in the pocket. Beautiful throw over the middle, and it's caught by Mario.
His first throw, we get down, I think it's 3rd and 8, and he throws a strike on 3rd and 8 to Mario and converts. It wasn't a lot of times a young guy getting his first playing time on top of his first start in college. Usually you'd like for it to be an access throw, an easy throw, a short, quick game throw, 3-step slant or hitch, something to get him in rhythm. And his first throw, it's like, all right, we ran the ball on 1st, 2nd down, here's 3rd and 8, good luck. And when everybody knows we're probably gonna have to throw the ball or either hit a screen or a draw or whatever it may be. I've seen him step up and deliver those throws so many times, though now you almost have come to expect it.
Honestly, I thought the 2 runs were gonna go better, so I wasn't expecting to be in that situation. But again, I've trained, you're either trained or untrained is what Coach Romeroff says. So going into that 3rd down, I know what I had. I had Mario on the outside and Dante on the left. So I knew I was gonna work the boundary on that one. And really the dig is the throw on that unless they drop way under the dig. So, and Rio came open and just layered it right over that backer. And
on 2nd down, throwing to the right, Darian Mensah, back corner of the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown, Keith Brown!
It was a total relief. I just was like, again, I had such faith, and I knew that he could do it. I was just like, he's been doing this since he was little, but now he's got a line protecting him. He's got people who can catch. He's got people who can run. It's like when you have that whole team come in like that and allow Darian to do what he's been doing forever, it was like bliss. It was like, yes, he did it, and they did it.
Having all those people there, it was huge. I didn't really want to think about it too much, make it bigger than it is again, just keep football. But after the game, definitely got a little emotional thinking about, you know, how many people that I truly love are out here watching me do what I love to do. So it was huge for me.
With that, we have our answer, so let's play.
Play clock to 1, snap away, pump fake, firing fade, back right corner, intercepted, picked off in the end zone. Rayshon Pleasant off to the races, down the sideline, 30 to the 35 to the 40, cuts up the middle, 45, he's in the open field, 40, 30, 20, 10, nobody's gonna get him, no flags on the field, unbelievable, wow, 100 yards, pick 6.
I think Ray needed some confidence. I think Ray's had maybe some ups and some downs during his time here, and he's had a good training camp. Ray is a really hard-working guy who puts a lot into his craft, and he practices at a high level every day. To see him, you know, it's 14-0. They're an opportunity in our red area to get some points, and to see him go make that play, and then not only make the pick, but make the run. And then on top of that, to watch his teammates who go lay it on the line for him, like the block that Tyler Grubbs had on that play, just shows you the care and the passion for each other to go make a play. But Ray, it was such a rewarding thing to see him capitalize on that opportunity, because he's a guy that's earned it. He's put the work in. He's improved so much. And I think he just needed something like that to happen for him to kind of jumpstart his opportunities as they move forward to play at a really high level.
We've been here for 3 years, seeing a lot of great DBs before me make plays and get the beats, and I always want to be one of those guys for real.
Winning 52-0 is no small feat, but we still didn't play to our standard. Now our focus shifts.
Like I'm getting a snap. Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80.
By all means possible. 2010, this how you
pretty good,
huh? I go by the name of Mr. Big Chris. I'm the main reason why your head coach pissed. Scratching teams off the list each and every week. Green Wave front page, just watch and see. Saturday Superdome, where you wanna be. All this Benz paid trip. Tennessee. Holiday season, we're going bowling, baby. TU, just believe we achieve, baby. I know the fans wondering where we been lately, but we headed back to the top, no maybe. Trying to fill